And you don't get much for drones and cameras at CES. It's more, like we said, dominated by TVs, kind of smart home stuff,
Well, we had
wearables.
What was it? Autel Robotics, right?
Autel Robotics, that it doesn't really count because they announced both of those drones, I think, essentially last year at CES as well, and they just re-announced them this year because they're finally possibly might be available sometime soon. They still don't have pricing on either of them. It was the Dragonfish, which is like an 8-foot wingspan drone that has a 120-minute flight time, probably going to be like $7,000-$8,000, and then they have the Evo RTK, which is really just for surveying and mapping. So both of those don't really count. The one that is interesting, Sony AirPeak. Now, we had heard about this back in the fall. There'd been a little teaser clip that had gotten people so excited, and now they haven't taken the wraps off it fully because it's still not out. It's not going to be released until Q2, like later this spring, but they did show us 3 videos, which gave us a lot to look at and really pretty much enjoy and gave us everything we need to know about this drone except for the pricing and like the fine details. So
everything we needed to know, but nothing we wanted to know.
Yeah, exactly, right? So right off the bat, it's going to be able to carry a Sony Alpha full frame camera, which is
huge.
This is I'd say the A7 series, probably one of the most popular camera series.
Yeah, Sony really took off with their mirrorless cameras. They're used by tons of video
we're filming
creators.
right now on A7S3s right now.
Beautiful. The autofocus, the dynamic range, the color.
Yeah. Even for photographers, more and more photographers are using the A7R series. So super popular camera, and they're going, why don't we just create a drone that can carry this? We have all the tech in some way, whether it's camera sensors or LiDAR. We make that all. So that's exactly what they're doing. This is going to be, it looks like, between the size of the DJI Inspire 2 and the Matrice 600. It'll have dual batteries for hot swapping and redundancy, 360 obstacle avoidance, and a controller that works with a tablet smartphone, kind of like DJI does.
Okay.
So the one thing, though, which a lot of people are getting excited for this drone, I just want to temper expectations. This is not for you.
Why is it not for me? I was ready to buy it.
There's probably one person listening to this podcast that it might be for.
Okay.
Or maybe not one.
It's for you.
No, it's not really even for me.
It's not even for you.
It's because the price range I'm thinking is going to be best case scenario $4,000. If they're trying to like absolutely not profit off this and just using it as a way to promote their A7 camera line, they'll do that. Otherwise, it's going to be between $5,000 and $7,000.
Yikes! On top of what's like typically a $4,000 camera body, right?
So, and then lenses, you're looking at a rig that's going to cost upwards of, with accessories and all kitted out, like $10,000 to $12,000 easily. So this isn't even actually really aimed at the Inspire 2. This is more Matrice 600 and the FreeFly Systems crowd.
It's got a lot to live up to.
It really does. I think it will be an awesome drone, and I think it will be really popular among who it's intended for, which is it's not even indie cinematographers. It's really more like professional companies. Like whether
I can see
NFL is filming stuff, or
maybe you're right.
Really big companies that want a drone that's not, they don't need cinema level and they don't need that big of a drone, but
this is pretty close.
It can get very good quality, and I think eventually we will see a more consumer focused drone from them.
Yeah.
But until then, don't get your hopes up that this is going to be for you.
Is it like the Tesla strategy? They release the expensive one first, use that money to fund
That's what I hope. I also hope they don't get disheartened or, disenchanted with making drones and give up on it too quickly, because it might not.
Everyone else has done that.
Yeah, we've seen so many drones enter the space and then fly away and never come back. Because my main worry about this drone, just right off the bat, is that it's not going with DJI's model and the popular model of incorporating a camera. And it's going, we're going to actually put on a camera, which we know from companies like GoPro and other companies who have done it before, that makes you build the drone bigger. It makes it bulkier, makes it not as easy to use. And it really puts in this awkward space between cinema cameras, which are, all right, you're going to get the best quality. That's all you care about. You don't care about how big the drone is. You just want super good quality. And then easy portable cameras. And so I'm not sure people who are buying A7 cameras are usually about that portability. And this is in a weird area. So I'm still excited about it. I still can't wait to see, once we get some people getting hands on it, what it's like.
I'm curious more about the software.
That's also, I was going to say, the app.
Yeah.
Because if you've used DJI or Sony's Alpha app, it's not the best. Right? Compared to DJI, it's awful. So they'll definitely have to do some good software development, but look for this in spring, and hopefully it'll be beautiful and
Majestic. The app is beautiful.
and will be the beginning of some new whole line of drones from Sony.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.